Here are 5 cool things that you can do with 3D Touch. Now, on a basic level, 3D Touch has 3 uses: peek, pop, and quick actions. And these all work with the latest iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. So with peek and pop, if there's something like an image or a link, you can push on it with a bit more force and get a quick peek at what it is. It's basically just a preview, but if you want to open it up all the way, you push a bit harder and you get it to pop, and it pops open into the full version. And finally, on the home screen, you have quick actions. So for some apps, you can 3D touch on the icon and get shortcuts to certain parts of that app. Those are the basic features, but there are some other pretty cool things that you can do with it. So first off is in Safari. You can peek and pop with the links like you would expect, but one kind of hidden feature is in the tabs viewer. When you're looking at all your open tabs, you can't really see a full screen view of it. You don't exactly know what you have open. But if you 3D touch on one of those tabs, it will then pop up and give you a full screen preview, and then if you want to open it up, you can just push a bit harder. Not exactly something you would know is there, but definitely an easier way to see what you have open. Though on the home screen, there's quite a few different quick actions from third-party apps. Some of them are so-so in usefulness, but some of the apps do a great job of actually being useful. For navigation, Waze is one of the best apps out there, and it really can save you time with its curated traffic updates. And with 3D Touch, you can quickly go home or go to work or search for an address and you'll be on your way. You can do that right from the icon. On the Facebook app, you can quickly post a picture or write a post from the icon, and in Instagram, you can post a new picture or go right to your activity. Some other useful apps are Shazam, so if you hear a song and you want to quickly identify it, you can go to the icon and use the quick action and immediately start listening. And this works faster than having to open the app and navigate there yourself. And also there's another app called Workflow, and this one's a really great one. It allows you to create different tasks to do any number of different things. There's a bunch of different ways you can customize it there. But once you create these different tasks to do what you want them to, you can use 3D Touch, and those workflows that you created are there available through the icon. It makes these very easy to access and run, and it's a really powerful way to use 3D Touch. Again, not all quick actions are particularly useful, but these definitely are. The keyboard is another place that 3D Touch is used. Since the first iPhone was released, the only way to move the cursor was to touch and drag along the text and use the magnifying glass to put it exactly where you want. And that works really well, but with 3D Touch, there's a faster way to move the cursor now. So when you're typing and you want to move that cursor, you just push down on the keyboard and it kind of turns into a touchpad and you can drag the cursor around. And you can also select text by doing this by pushing a bit harder. It selects and then you can move it around as you'd like, and it turns selecting text into one motion instead of multiple ones. Once you get used to this being a feature, this really is a convenient way to edit your text. Another use for 3D Touch is when drawing. Now, the Apple Pencil works really well on the iPad Pro to give you pressure sensitivity, so if you push harder, you get a darker stroke. But the Apple Pencil doesn't work on the iPhone. With 3D Touch though, you can get a similar effect. So either using a stylus or your finger, if you push a bit harder, you actually do get a darker stroke. This is definitely useful if you're out and about and you just want to make a quick sketch. It gives you that much more control. Now lastly is with the app switcher. Normally you just double tap the home button to get to it, but with 3D Touch you can push down and swipe from the left to open it up. And this works from anywhere, whether you're on the home screen or in an app, you just push a little bit harder from the left and it opens up the app switcher. This is another feature that takes a bit getting used to, but if you can, it makes it a bit easier to switch between apps. So those are some ways that you can use 3D Touch that are both useful, but a bit different from the way that Apple advertises. Let us know down below with a comment what your favorite ways to use 3D Touch is, and also how often do you use it? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe so you can see when new videos are out, and also visit MacRumors.com for more on the latest Apple news. Thank you all for watching. I'm Matt Gonzalez with MacRumors, and I'll see you next time.